Piano Slam is an outreach program from the Dranoff to Piano that's both education and performance. And we bring classical music into the Miami-Dade Public Schools during the school day. So the kids who are in school, they get to enjoy this. And what's really special about Dranoff is we bring artists that are in their 20s, who are world-class performers right now, but they're not so far away from these young people's age. So there's a huge connection immediately. What Piano Slam does is it not only invites them to come and be part of the cultural scene here, but it also does something very special. It relies on the connection and the appreciation of their love of music. So they get to be the expert in all of this, and that's how they come to Piano Slam.
Remember, Noah. You have to understand it was so hot. Sand as far as the eye could see, sand in teeth, a sealess life. Every step a sinking, a scratch. Every storm more sand. No sweat when we
Poetry, and it's both in its form and its inspiration and the way it's used, its function, really is a sister art form to music. So if you're a poet, and I say to you that we're going to talk about the rhythm and the beat and the verse and the phrasing and the color and the voice of all of this, you feel like I'm talking to you about language and writing and a form that poetry has. If you're a musician and I say to you, I want to talk to you about the rhythm and the phrasing and the color and the beat and all of that, you know I'm talking to you about music. So they really, really are side-by-side art forms.
Widows' eyes wept wind, even our tongues were tanned, something sun-dried in every recipe. Rays were baby's first words.
Very close to May 15th, starting the 1st of April, we are in the schools, we're in a number of schools live.
And it's good to know that your love and my love will be shared somewhere far out at sea. We stand like volcanoes right in the tree.
Then I let them see the little house that Nicky Giovanni once saw and let them know that Miguel Pinheiro was talking about dying for a cause, that the last poets wasn't about the end of a revolution because all they ever talked about was the solution for the intrusion. And now that I can see that I was tapping into his mind because line after line he was no longer being blind.
The students are both given a chance to speak with the different artists, and they're also given brass tacks writing workshops, and then they're invited to compete.
I found out about Piano Slam through a teacher, and she suggested that I submit my poetry there. I did not expect to win.
And you don't know when the yearning becomes sound, but the violas know, and that keeps us suspended in the dark. Crescendo, the stars and what they become. This gale inflames us, withers us in and out of existence, whispers in the mouthpiece of a flute.
The first time I recited my poem, I was kind of surprised at myself at how well I recited it because I had never recited poem, and poetry was something I never thought of doing. In my early days, crawling was my transportation. Diapers were my daily fashion. Music became my passion. Seemed like rhythm flowed through my veins. There it would stay, it shall forever reign. Because when I couldn't find the words to explain my intricate thoughts and emotions that showered me like the rain, it was lyrics who sung my pain. Not my blood, not my tears. They could not compete with music sheets. Like in times of difficulties, the sound of my own heart would be overpowered by drum beats.
My poem talks about how the youth They need to bring their voice, because a lot of people are scared to speak out. So in my poem, I tell them that don't be scared to get up and speak what they have in their mind.
I can hear the cantos del campo as my people vocals turn into harmonicas. I might be the light version of Langston Hughes because I too sing America. Music lives on in my city. Music lives in each one of us. So let me be your Mozart. Let me be your Beethoven. Better yet, let me be me.
We have a top-level jury, a literary chair, which this year is Richard Blanco, who is from Miami and is also, as you may remember, the 2012 Barack Obama inaugural poet. And also some other local poets who take the very, very, very top level of the students' poets, and they decide who will be on the stage tonight. Then they work with Teo Castellanos for 2 weeks and a number of poetry coaches in an intense and very fun opportunity for public speaking, for stage presence, and for really having a voice for what they wrote in Piano Slam.
Music is inspiration, motivation, organization. Music is an anthem, demonstration, sensation. Music is an ocean of feeling. Music is an idiomatic expression, chronological succession, harmonic progression. Music is beautiful, a facial expression, a line of succession.
I think, given that we do two pianos, it is already much more theatrical than solo piano anyway, and we have input from each other, whereas here we have input from many, many other people, and it definitely creates a possibility for the show to be very creative.
Oh, what a tangled web we weave when first we practice to deceive, 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 deceive.
I'm really enjoying working with kids, especially listening their poems. Yes, I really like, and it sometimes inspires me how to play myself also.
The reason that so many community members and sponsors and the Miami-Dade Public Schools really, I think, come together around Piano Slam is because these artists, including the students, are performing in the Arsht. The Miami Heat is one of the biggest sponsors. Well, of course, they're winning all the time, but they're one of the biggest sponsors of Piano Slam because they love the work that Dranoff does with young people in the community. And they love that they get to come and have their voice heard here at the Arsht.
Twixt failure and success the points so fine. Men sometimes know not when they touch the line. Just when the pearl was waiting one more plunge, how many a struggler has thrown up the sponge? Then take this honey from the bitterest cup. There is no failure save for giving up.
Dranoff, being part of Culture Shock, has really fulfilled a part of our mission that Piano Slam was built for. Culture Shock is the perfect way for young people to experience the arts in our community.
It was very good. It had a lot of music and culture, and it was very good. I think it was really good, and I like the music and the dancing.
The Piano Slam was amazing. The way that everyone was able to show their talent and their passion for music within words was great.
I thought it was awesome. I thought that everyone did a good job, put forth a lot of effort. I thought everyone showed their best talent.
We hear all the time for Culture Shock students how not only did they come to Piano Slam or they came to Dranoff's Contemporary Music Festival, but when they come, they say, yes, last week they were at the Miami City Ballet or at Florida Grand Opera. So I just like to thank Culture Shock and Miami-Dade County for doing that.
Finally, the last prize of the evening, Best of Show in High School Language Arts. From Miami-Jackson High School, Edwin Terzian!